tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hello. Good afternoon. Happy sober afternoon Saturday. That did not work at all. Did not work. I tried. All right. You ever have a really good idea till it comes out of your mouth? Yeah. It was one of those. It was one of those. It's all right. I'm cool with it. Are you jiggy with it? Are you jiggy with it? All right. Whew. My brain hurts. My brain, it hurts. But it ain't a hangover. Isn't that nice? Today, Truth, the Great Liberator. We're going to be reading from As Bill Sees It. I'm sure I'll put a little tossing on this of my own stuff. Yeah, it's hard to talk truth. People don't want to hear it, especially online. I get called a lot of names online. People assume what I am online all the time. I get called a boomer a lot. Somebody called me a boomer today. I'm like, first, you're off on your generational stuff. Say, why are we creating a division here? And what it was about, essentially, it was a post blaming parents for your trauma. And you know I ain't going to go for that. Leave the trauma with your mama. That is a great title. That is a great title. I'm going to write it down. Leave the trauma for your mama. That's how you know I'm old school. I'll write everything down. This can fall apart. This phone, if I put notes on it, what happens if the cloud goes down? I can't get to my stuff. It's 222. That's always a good sign. That's a good sign to say, welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. If you're here, please say hello. Just so you know, Saturday afternoon is the worst time to go live if you plan on people showing up. So I'm not really anticipating anybody. I'm sure somebody will show up. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started. So if you have As Bill Sees It, we're going to be on page 70. So if you'd like to follow along, I'll even take a drink of talking juice here. Good old refreshing talking juice. Or as other people, this spot is sponsored by Coca-Cola. Refreshing to the last drop. There's my sponsor today, Coca-Cola. They ain't paying me nothing. They ain't even giving me free soda. Now, soda, man, it's next on my list. I've slowly been getting rid of my sugar intake. All right. Hasn't been easy. But what's weird about soda is it has no taste memory. Your brain doesn't remember ever having it. So every time you drink soda, it's like having it for the first time. It's a trick in the brain. It's brain tricking. Kind of like AA. That's one of the things people say about AA, that we brainwash people. Oh, it's true. Oh, that's so true. We call it cognitive behavioral therapy. Hey, Jimmy, good to see you. Jimmy's laughing at my Coca-Cola commercial. My wife does the shopping. She is called my Coke dealer. Let's get started. And there's a reason why it's called Coca-Cola, because they used to put cocaine in it. That's why women, housewives in the 50s that drank Coca-Cola, well, they got a lot of shit done. Yeah, it's 2:00 and dinner's ready. All right. Truth, the Liberator. Now, this is some writings from the grapevine. This was written in August 1961. So, how truth makes us feel is something that we AAs can well understand. It hurts in the beginning, it can hurt. That's why a lot of people don't want to look at the truth, because it fucking hurts. You know what's harder? What's even harder than facing your own truth? Telling the truth. All right. Somebody wanted to argue with me earlier. Call me a boomer. This other. That's not the truth. See, it's not based in fact. What is that? It's a trigger, and I know it was. I know what it was. Right? And the truth is this: the longer you blame other people for who you are, the longer you will be in your trauma. That's just fact. It is the truth. It is hard to hear. Feelings are not facts. I hate that fucking line. I hate it. I don't want to agree with it, but it's true. Why? Because it sucks. It, you know, but running around thinking my feelings are facts when I'm not going to live a very fruitful life. Now, my feelings are valid. Yes, they are. I'm a person. Your feelings are valid, but my feelings are not based in fact. All right. Okay. It cut the shackles that once bound us to alcohol. That is also what the truth will do. It will lead you to freedom. Freedom. Hey, Amber. Good to see you. Good to see you. Many of you know I'm working on something. You want to see it? You want to see it? I'll give you an overview here. Since we got some people here now. Here we go. The Raw Recovery Pocketbook. Raw Recovery, you can't think your way sober. Hey, the cake that changed everything. This is my new book. Woo! Got a forward, full chapter content. It's not in there. Stuff. Okay, so anyway, I like the picture. It took me a while to come up with this picture. What do you guys think of this picture? If you saw that picture, would you pay $5 for it? Would you be interested, and would you pick it up? I need to know. Please be honest. If it sucks, I need to know. All right. Tell me the truth, please. Right? So it continues to release us from conflicts and miseries beyond reckoning. It banishes fear and isolation. In this case, the truth that we're talking about is the fact that I am a person who has a problem with alcohol. That's the truth. Took a long time to, I was always aware. Thank you, Jimmy. I was always aware that I was an alcoholic, but I was not willing to accept it. I wasn't willing to accept it. Not until the consequences got so bad. I'm like, okay, I'm willing to accept it. I always knew I was. In fact, I often used my alcoholism as an excuse for bullshit. Yeah. When I was dating, I would tell them, I have a drinking problem. I'm gonna let you know that now. And if you try and stop me, we're done. Don't interfere with my drinking. It's the one thing off the table. But since Dion is an alcoholic, what did I always attract? Well, codependents who wanted me to quit drinking because they wanted what was best for me, but it wasn't on them. It was me. Right? Well, not doing that anymore, accepting the truth for what it was, allowed me to start loving people appropriately. It allowed me to have an actual relationship with my wife. Yes. Of whom I love very, very much. the unity of our fellowship, the love we cherish for each other, the esteem in which the world holds us. All of these are products of the truth, which under God we have been privileged to perceive. See, there's another benefit we alcoholics get that a lot of people in this world see. In order to change, pain needs to be involved. Pain is the touchstone of all change. How much pain is up to you. And when you decide that pain is not a requirement for change, well, man, you got something going on, man. Then you got something going. When you change because you feel the need to, and then pain doesn't become a requirement for change anymore. Now you're onto something. That is spirituality. That is God's will. He doesn't want you to suffer. That's the point. Who creates my suffering? Me. What a hard truth to swallow. As Alanis Morissette would say, that's a jagged little pill. Right? Right? And then, right, we get to perceive it. We get to see it. Because we lived in falsehood for so long. But the thing is we alcoholics you will not get long-term sobriety without the truth. You won't. Let's call it long-term recovery. The sobriety and recovery are different in my book anyway. In most books, in a lot of books. And by book, I just mean perception. All right? Not the book I just wrote. Man, it's weird. I'll explain it at some point. Well, I did earlier. It's just, in a way, I don't feel like it's my book because, but it's everything that's in there is shit that I've said. So it's just, it's weird. And I'm just using a tool called ChatGPT. I'm going to put it in there too. Let people know, hey, just so you know. But it's transcripts from all my lives, from a few of my lives. So what I did is I went to my YouTube, I put in a certain topic, and it pulled up those ones, and I took the transcripts, put them in ChatGPT, and it helped me create it. And I tell it, no, I want it this way, that way. Yeah. Whew. Anyway, because I just want to be honest about it. What do we got to live with? The truth, and that's the truth. That's why I'm saying it feels like I feel fake a little bit. So I'm going to have to kind of get over this. But it is all stuff that, it took it from my stuff, from my videos. So anyway, it goes on to say just how and when we tell the truth or keep silent can often reveal the difference between genuine integrity and none at all. Right? 80% of the program is keeping your darn mouth shut. We even have to put a rule in our AA formats now that tells people no cross talking. We didn't have to do that before. That used to just be a matter of respect. That was just something that you did. And if you didn't show respect, you got your ass whooped. So you learned pretty quick. All right. So it shouldn't even have to be in the AA format. We shouldn't have to tell people not to crosstalk. But we tend to think, oh, we got to give them advice. And you still hear it all the time. I don't know if this is cross-talking or not. And that tells me you're not thinking. You don't know if it's crosstalk or not. Huh. And then they encourage. Now, if you're agreeing with them and you're like, yeah, that made me think this and that. No, that's not crosstalk. You know what crosstalk is. Okay. So I'll just put it simply. Don't be a dick. Stop assuming what other people are feeling. That's not true. It's not the truth. You don't know that. Do you like it when people assume what you are? Especially when they're wrong, right? When they're way wrong. Like earlier I was talking, people keep calling me a boomer, and I'm getting a little offended by that. I'm like, you clearly don't know. Calling me all these things. I'm like, you have no idea what I've done to heal from this. I'm sorry you don't want freedom from your own bondage, but that's not my fault. But I ain't going to sit here and listen to you complain about your parents. I went through my shit too. I have 5 fucking mental illnesses. You think that didn't come from somewhere? So what? And just getting to the part of so what took years of therapy. I had a lot of work to do. I went out and did the work. Now that I've done the work, I get to run my fucking mouth. All right? Still fucks with me every now and again. Sure it does. But the truth of the matter is I'm 54 years old and I haven't lived with my parents since I was 14. That's the fact. All right. Yeah, because I didn't bring any of the trauma on myself. Yeah, sure. See, when you take responsibility for who you are completely, you are fucking free. You're free. And it's a great feeling to have. It's nice. It comes with this weird thing called serenity. And that means that you can sit down and maybe you're at a birthday party. It's a kid's birthday party, and there's running over here and running over there. And blah, 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 look at me doing it. And there's just stuff going on all over the place. But you get to sit there and enjoy it. Look at all this cool stuff going on around me. Right? Where before, when you were drinking, that shit piss you off. Because it's interfering with your drinking. Now you get to be a part of it. The relief, the truth. Only the truth will set you free. It's the only thing that'll set you free. Because otherwise, it's fake, and your intuition knows it. Your intuition knows it. It's a wonder that alcoholics have so many stomach problems. Every alcoholic has a stomach problem. You know what it is? It's the lying. Habitual lying causes gastral problems. It's true. That's the truth. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. Can often reveal the difference between genuine integrity and none at all. What is integrity? Doing the right thing even though nobody's looking. And a lot of people don't do that. And you know it. I used to be like that. I used to be a drug addict. No, I'm not. For all you PAX fans. All right. Malibu recovery. Okay. Maybe he's not on TV as much. People probably don't know about him as much now. It was a joke. It failed. Step 9 emphatically cautions us against the misusing the truth when it states, we made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. Because it points up the fact that the truth can be used to injure as well as to heal. So what are we going to do? We're going to think about it first. We're going to think about the people involved. Does the truth hurt? Yeah, but that doesn't mean you need to make it worse. Truth already hurts enough. Right? Not always. Right? Yeah. I've had to teach a lot of people in my life that not saying anything and not telling me, even though I should know, is still a lie. And I would much rather hear the thing is if you let me know something and you lie to me about it because the truth would hurt, I have less respect for you. I want the damn truth. It's all I can work with now. That's it. Earlier when I put up the picture and I said, please tell me the truth. Is it good or not? I need the truth because without the truth, it'll be the wrong picture and then my work is no good. See? Then I don't get to what I need to get to. I need the truth. Because when I have the truth, I can be what? Solution oriented. With the truth, I can come up with a solution. A lie I can't work with. That's why it's important to me. Beating around the bush trying to tell me, oh, that just drives me crazy. I'm a Virgo and I like things straightforward, man. All right. Because it points to the fact that truth can be used to injure as well as heal. This valuable principle certainly has a wide-ranging application to the problem of developing integrity. Let's do this real quick and we're going to wrap up. Definition of integrity. Let's just look
Here's
up
the
definition
of integrity.
All right, let's confuse a bunch of alcoholics. The quality of being honest and having moral principles, moral uprightness. But to to an alcoholic, that doesn't mean anything. Why? Because I wasn't born being honest. I wasn't born that way. I wasn't born with strong moral principles. I had to learn. What moral principles do I use? I use the principles of the 12 steps. Those are my principles now. Those are my moral principles. I needed direction. I needed to be shown how to be honest. But I wasn't going to be able to be honest till I knew how I was being dishonest. And considering the amount of denial within an alcoholic, alcoholics have to be taught where they're being dishonest so they can learn how to be honest. It sucks until you get the benefits other people don't get. And it is because of those peculiar mental twists that we're kind of separated. All right. So your life is going to be full of things that are different from non-alcoholics. Some are going to be bad, but if you choose a path of recovery, most of them are going to be good. So go out there and live your best life. Do the best that you can today. Be as honest as you can today. Maybe it's not 100% yet. That's okay. You got to find a place to start. And that's what matters. It's your actions. It is always your actions that matter. Okay? That's why I prefer doing something first and then talking about it. Like recovering from trauma. I've recovered from it. Are there bits and pieces still there? Yeah. Does it control my life anymore? Nope. Like the nightmares. I had nightmares for years. Every fucking night. Sometimes I would wake up fighting, literally throwing punches. It was, and thank you, God, for helping me get to a place. And I don't know what settled it. I'm not sure what specific situation settled it. And these were weird dreams too. It wasn't a reoccurring dream. It was an ongoing dream. I had 4 different places because I was always homeless. I was always 17 and everybody fucking hated me. Everybody that ever hated me, that I ever did wrong, was in these. And my brother was the instigator. It's because I finally figured some things out, which I'm not going to talk about. It is when I solved those. Let's just say it's easy to talk shit about somebody when they're locked up in group homes. It's easy to spread shit about them, stuff that isn't true. All right. So I figured it out. Right. They were violent. Because when I got mad at them, because my brain's like, this is a dream. I don't know how many times I killed my brother. Very violent. Scary. I didn't want to live that way. Now I'm free. And I'm free because the truth. I had to face the truth. You want to know the neatest thing? I didn't have to do it alone. Several people here have been around for my recovery journey. There's been plenty of people come into my life and been a part of my recovery journey, and you've helped make it beautiful. You helped make it worthwhile. Hey, Claire, good to see you. I was just wrapping up, but it is good to see you. I'm gonna hit the 3 o'clock meeting. Wasn't yesterday. Didn't get opened, but that's for something else. I don't want to sit here and complain. I just found another meeting. I went to a meeting in New York, and there was a guy there that I met through the 3 p.m. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know Dion." It's just like, I'm like, I can't even go to a meeting in another city without somebody knowing me now. Thank you, God. You're awesome. All right. It's a small world after all. It wouldn't have been a pod. It wouldn't have been alive without me singing a little bit. A little bit. So the sun will come out tomorrow. You bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Yeah. All right. I love you. I love you. You know I do. Peace out. And buy my book. No, it's not out yet. Peace out. And